Let's talk about the debate that's coming up tonight. Every candidate in the Republican debate has their own problems and their own strategies, so let's go through it. Trump wants to defeat Cruz in Iowa. At the moment, Cruz is 3 ahead in the latest Des Moines Register poll, and Cruz has an incredible ground game in Iowa to generate turnout, and Trump has very little. And the thing that Trump's worried about is that if he's losing by 3 in the polls, he might lose by 8 or 10 in the actual caucuses because he does not have the machinery to bring his people out to vote. And it's not just a matter of voting. You can't do a drive-by vote in the caucuses. You have to go at night. His blue-collar base would rather vote in the morning on the way to work. You have to give up a Monday evening. You have to drive maybe half an hour to the caucus location. They're not like polling places. You have to be there for 2 hours at a meeting. And it's a pain in the neck to be able to vote. You have to spend about 3 hours all told doing it, and some gas money. And Trump's people are maybe not motivated to do that, and he lacks the organization to generate them, whereas Cruz is organized very deeply into the state. So Trump is going to try to beat up Cruz, try to knock him back, try to portray him as someone who can't manage and has never created jobs, and maybe try to fan the birther fight, although that seems to be going away. Cruz, for his part, is perfectly happy to be winning in Iowa and probably is not that eager to take first place nationally. He feels probably that if he gets Trump one-on-one, he's going to win because the thinking in politics in general is that if Trump gets what he gets, and if he's at 26% nationally now, that means 74% won't vote for him. And if you get him in a two-way field, not a 14-way field, 26 isn't enough to do much. Cruz's other issue is that he wants clearly to be in second place. And look at him to take some pokes at Rubio, who is hopeful of moving up. Rubio wants a strong third place, or if possible, to overtake Cruz. But he's pretty far back, and he's worried about being completely overlooked and this becoming a two-way race of Trump against Cruz. But Rubio's got his own problems because Bush and Christie both are crowding him and want to take over third place from him. And therefore, they're both running ads, savaging Rubio. And you really have a three-way fight for third place, oddly enough. Bush trying to redevelop credibility, Christie trying to ride the union leader endorsement and his being back on the debate stage, and Rubio trying to break into the top tier of Cruz and Trump, but at least not wanting to sink back into the third tier. So that's stuff to watch for tonight. In the meantime, all hell is breaking loose in the Democratic Party. This is a civil war. It's not just a question of Hillary fading. This is analogous to the Tea Party movement in the Republican Party. And it's led by the Democratic left, a group like Move On, which is now endorsing Sanders. And it's a major grassroots rebellion against the leadership of the Democratic Party. I believe Sanders is very likely to win New Hampshire and Iowa. Hillary's down to a 2-point lead in Iowa and is 6 or 7 behind in New Hampshire. The first debate, the next Democratic debate, is coming on Sunday, this weekend. Watch it. It's a very important debate. It's the first debate that'll have any audience. First of all, everyone's focused on the race. And secondly, it's in prime time on Sunday night. The other debates have been on Saturday night or Friday night when very few people are watching. And as a result, a lot of people will be getting their first exposure to Bernie Sanders in this debate. Look for him to make the old issues, but look for them to stick. And look for Bernie to lead Hillary in the national polling after the debate. He's close to 4 points behind. He could open up a 5 or 6 point lead over Hillary nationally, with devastating consequences to Hillary's candidacy. I have a new thing that you really want to check out, I hope. I try to keep these to 5 minutes, these lunch alerts, but a lot of you are real junkies and want more depth on this stuff. So I'm doing a podcast every week. You can click on the link with the email on this video, or go to dickmorris.com and click there. And it runs about a half hour, and it really goes into depth on these issues and into depth on the politics. And I post a new one every Monday. So please check it out. It would be helpful to me if you did, and I'd love to be able to share with you those insights. Thanks a lot for watching.